I will be the first to admit that it's not easy to separate from people that we have developed emotional soul ties to. Because, the Lord wants to protect us and remove us from toxicity, but the emotion can be heavy. And, oftentimes the Lord is actually trying to pull us from the family that we were raised up in, or anyone close that is a hindrance to our spiritual walk with God. I have some notes here. In Matthew chapter 7, it says, "You shall know them by their fruits." And then it says, "Do men gather grapes from thorns? Or figs from thistles?" In other words, do you feel nourished? Or is there fruit prickly and choking you out? In a spiritual sense, do you feel drained? Or do you feel like this is good for you to be around such people that have, the Lord has shown you what He has shown you, and He's doing what He's doing to strengthen your heart enough to follow the sound of His voice, because He has plans for you, and they are not part of the plan. All of this was part of the plan, but they're not part of the future plans that He has for you. There comes a crossroad, a fork in the road, where we have to be obedient and follow Him. 1 John chapter 4 verse 1 says, "Do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have come out into the world." And now, I want to mention this. We think of false prophet. We think of ministry work. But really, a false prophet can be anyone confessing something that's not true. And that these people they'll come as an angel of light in the spirit of love, but just under the surface there's resentment. Or they'll come in the spirit of support, but it's really a spirit of surveillance, monitoring you, monitoring your spiritual growth, your healing, your detachment, your awareness of their wickedness. And they are monitoring everything that you're doing so that they can gauge where to attack you. And for people like you and I, what God adores about us is our big heart. So they can weaponize smooth talk and flattery to tug on our heart, which is by now holding us from, at least that's their agenda, holding us from the voice of God. See, because these people don't want to face the truth of who they are. So they want to be able to keep you stuck without you realizing that they're keeping you stuck, so that they don't have to face who they are. It gets tricky because, they'll literally lie about, "Oh, I love you, I miss you." hoping that that is going to influence you in a direction away from what God is trying to do in you, through you, and for you. See, you're not somebody that would do these type of things. You would not lie. You would not go to the extent that these people go to. So it's hard to wrap your mind around how real this really is. But God's like trying to prove it to you. So yeah, they can say all the right things, especially when they realize that you're committed. You are committed to doing what the Lord wants you to do. They will be on their best behavior, hit you with flattery, hit you with the hoovering, wanting to make it to where if you do keep pursuing God, they can plant that seed of guilt to where as you keep moving forward, you'll look back and contemplate and ruminate, right? So love, true love is not manipulative. Their actions are anything but loving. And you need the gift of discernment that God has been sharpening within you. As believers, we are called to walk in godly wisdom. And you are embracing the full truth. Jesus didn't come to bring peace on earth, but a sword. He came bringing division. Right? You stand in truth. You are the light. They are in darkness. What fellowship does light have with darkness? Right? I hope this is empowering. What do we have here? So it will help you to accept who they are. Just accept who they are. Accept what God is showing you. And stop fantasizing about what it could be. We need to get our head on straight and not trick ourselves into a fantasy. I have 3 reasons as to why this is a good idea. One being, it returns your power back to you. It will help you on your walk to accept people for who they truly are. Returning your power back to you. Protecting your energy and your peace. The second reason, it protects your emotional well-being. Because you know. You're like 10 steps ahead. The Lord has you 10 steps ahead. You're so much farther beyond what they thought you would ever understand. They didn't expect for you to see, but now they're scrambling to try to jump ahead of you, put on the mask, so that you forget everything and you unlearn all of the things that God has shown you. So when you accept these people for who they are, it prepares you. It protects your emotional well-being. And then it allows you to prepare in advance for the hoovering. It helps you to keep your pearls from the swine as well. No, I'm not going to go do all that. I'd rather spend this time with myself and the Lord, doing something that enriches my spiritual walk. No, I'm not going to go join you guys in show face and let all the outsiders know that we're all cool, because we're not cool, and that's draining anyways. Everyone's fake. No one is saved. And I would much rather sit back, turn on, some nice music, or just read my Bible and go eat something that I like, right? And then the last thing I have here, your role in all of this, in this dynamic, in these encounters, in these discoveries, your role is discernment, not fruit fixing. We can leave that up to Jesus. It's not your job. It's not your job. So I hope you got something from this. This Wednesday, we'll be having a Bible reading and discussion in the book of John. If you want to join us, click the link in the description of this video. Check out the Chosen Few community, and in the community is where you will have access to join us for the Zoom meetings. December. Hoover season. Stay armored up, stay prayed up, keep leaning on the Lord, and may His will be done. All right, y'all. Stay tuned, and God bless.